And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Detroit Lions. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, ready! 10 2 stop. Watch the run. Switch, switch. Check, check, check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Showing it, showing it. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hurry, hurry.
He'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Ready, ready?
Here's McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Check 26, check 26. Be good, be good, be good. Under 10, 10. Get it.
On 2nd and 9, McCoy. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Check 24, check 24. Check. Kill. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check three.
Throwing on first down. McCoy. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's tackled a yard short of good gain of 9 on first down.
What are you doing? You can't get back.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go. 30 base. You draw Porter. Bravo. 55.
To throw on third down. McCoy. And that will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Smith.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Now a first down throw, it's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 52's the mic. Ball. Hey, right 52.
Go.
Smith going to throw again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defense score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he completes it to Hunt. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Let's get off the field, D. Back.
On 1st and 10, McCoy rolling to his left. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
10 Tucson.
Number 53. Mike 53. Hey, I'm coming. Go. Check 6 guys. Spawn. No.
On 3rd down, McCoy, and that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and...
He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 84 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Tucker now to add the point out.